Live from Chickering School, it's the first grade news report with anchors Ross Mittelman and Taylor Dziama.
Good morning. Our feature story today focuses on the recent puppet workshops at Chickering School. These workshops have taken place during the month of March. Mrs. DeMayo is presenting this program to the whole school. In the workshops, each first grade class is making the puppets for a story. The stories are the Bremen Town Musicians, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, and Nutritious Magic at the Supermarket. Mrs. DeMayo helped us make the puppets. She let us choose the color for our puppet body, and Mrs. DeMayo let us pick the eyes and mouth. We used sparkles for the eyeballs. She taught us how to work the puppets by holding them up and looking at the puppet while it spoke. After we finished making our puppets, the stories were acted out on the puppet stage. It was fun making up the words for the story. Moms really enjoyed the puppet workshops too. Tomorrow, the first graders will have their last workshop with Mrs. DeMayo. Now we will hear from Michael Bielski, who has a live interview with Mrs. Rudden at the Chickering School.
Thank you, Russ. Today I'm talking with Mrs. Ryan, a first grade teacher who is expecting her first child this month. Thank you, Mrs. Ryan, for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
How does it feel to be pregnant?
Most of the time it feels wonderful. I love feeling the baby kick and roll inside me, although sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable when the baby kicks under my ribs.
When is your due date?
I'm due April 25th, which is less than 3 weeks away. Can't believe it.
Do you want a boy or a girl?
Well, it depends on the day. No, actually, I don't care as long as the baby's healthy.
What are you going to name the baby?
If it's a girl, she'll be named Cassandra, and we'll call her Cassie. And if it's a boy, he'll be named after my husband, Fritz, Francis Jr.
What hospital are you going to?
I'm going to the Newton Wellesley Hospital.
Are you excited?
I've never been so excited about anything. I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly excited.
How does it feel? How do you feel about leaving?
I get very sad when I think about leaving Chickering. I'm going to miss all the children and the other teachers that I get to see every day, and it's going to be very hard to say goodbye to everyone. But I can't wait to have this baby and to be at home and watch him or her grow and to enjoy all the special times that we're going to have together.
Are you going to bring the baby in to visit?
Oh, yes. I've promised my class and all the children I've had in previous years that I'll bring the baby in to visit. Probably not to the beginning of June, depending on how we're doing.
Thank you, Mrs. Rudden. Best of luck to you and your husband. We look forward to meeting your baby. This is Michael Bielski reporting from Chickering School. And now back to the studio with Taylor Dziama.
Thanks, Michael and Mrs. Rudden, for that interesting interview. Last Friday, the first grade of Chickering School traveled by bus to Boston to the Museum of Fine Arts. We went on a treasure hunt looking for special things. Some of the treasures we saw were the snake goddess and the mummy. We saw some delicate items made out of clay. Some of the children found some very pretty Indian jewelry. After we found these special treasures, we visit the student gift shop. The children could buy many nice things. They had toys and pretty fans. Some children bought postcards of artwork in the museum to send to their families. After the busy morning, the children became very hungry. We ate our lunch on the bus. When we were all finished with our lunch, we returned to Chickering School. Now to Sarah Miller, who is on location at the Chickering Playground.
Thank you, Taylor. Here at the Chickering Playground, some kids like to swing, others play freeze tag and horses. The boys chase the girls and the girls chase the boys. Many of the kids play soccer. They sometimes kick the ball up on the roof. Mr. Billy has to get it down after school. The tires are very popular. We have a lot of different sized tires to climb over and climb through. Children also look for fancy rocks nearby. Some first graders like to play in the sandbox. You can build sandcastles, dig a tunnel, or balance around the outside. We love to play in our playground. We are very lucky to have it. This is Sam Miller live from the Chickering Playground. Now back to you, Taylor, at the news desk.
Oh, that Chickering Playground looks like a lot of fun. Today, our science project focuses on our recent field trip to the Native Community Farm. At the farm, we saw lots of animals. Everyone saw the baby sheep and the cute baby rabbits. We watched a man feed them. Many of the boys and girls got to go in the goat pen. All 4 goats and the cow are having babies soon. The class groups went inside the sugar house. A girl showed us the process of making maple syrup. We tasted the maple syrup. It was fantastic. Before returning to school, many of the children bought a bottle of syrup.